I named the title of my piece before I knew the lineup tonight. This is even more apropos because, of course, I'm drinking asparagus, urine tasting beer, and I had to follow Derek tonight. But anyways, I'm here to talk about San Luis Obispo, and I have some beefs with it. Particularly, I have a beef with Oprah Winfrey, who called this place the happiest place in America. Now, I'm not from here. I've lived in many parts of the country. I've lived in other parts of the world. Now, I don't know what the hell is going on in this place, but it's a combination of 30 years of the self-esteem movement in classrooms, along with Oprah Winfrey saying it's the greatest place to live, along with having too much sunshine and wine. Something happens when people get in lines here. And when I'm walking up to a line, I can tell because of my back east Jedi Master skills that that person in front of me is going to take a long fucking time and slow down my day. The case in point was last week, driving up to my favorite sandwich place. I treat myself once a month. And this woman was getting out of her car. She looked like she had no freaking idea what she was doing. Now this goes for men as well. This is not gender neutral. This is all sexes. So I go in and I fill out my sandwich form as fast as I possibly can because I want to get ahead of her in line. Because I know something is about to happen. And unfortunately, she gets ahead of me. And they start ringing up her order. And halfway through her order, she asks them to get a case of Bud Light. Now, of course, she didn't ask before she went up. No, that would have been considered. She does it halfway through. And, of course, this is the place that, well, they don't sell cheese in the deli, they sell fromage. It's not the kind of Bud Light place, if you know what I mean. So she and the cashier did this argument about they have Bud Light, no, they don't have Bud Light. Yes, they have Bud Light, no, they don't have Bud Light. And so I calmly stand beside, do my Jedi trick, be like, no, they have no Bud Light here. Or at least cases of Bud Lights, which she finally agrees. They order up the stock buy to come up. He goes in the back, he gets 4 6-packs of cans. Which, of course, I thought, thank God, I will finally get the fuck out of here. Unfortunately, she wanted bottles, which she never specified. She finally turns around and says, oh, I'm sorry, am I delaying your day? And I said, yes, you are. Because this is now turned into a Mr. Hand, Fast Times at Ridgemont time. You know, this is now our time. And I just wanted my time. Finally, they bring up the bottles, ring her up, she gets out. I have my cash in hand. I have change in my hand because I want to get up because I'm efficient. And then she turns to me and says, oh, this beer is very heavy. Would you mind helping me carry out my line? I'm like, excuse me? I said, listen, my father used to tell me if I couldn't carry everything at once away from the table, I should take one thing at a time. I suggest you take 1 6-pack at a time out to your car. I've got shit to do. She said I was rude. And this happens to me all the time. I know, I'm like the Larry David here. It's like I go to Trader Joe's and people are on their phone and they stand right in front of the quinoa part, and I just want to get my red quinoa so I can go home and make my lovely chicken with a tomato sauce and quinoa. It's very simple. And it happens to me all the time. It's like you go to another sandwich place and it's like, do they have tri-tip here? I believe they do. It's San Luis Obispo. Order a tri-tip sandwich and get the fuck out. And I don't understand what it is. You know, I try to be patient. I try to be loving. But it happens every place. And I don't know what it is because it makes me very unhappy. I don't know if I should just drink more wine, if I should just hang out in the sun. I have no freaking idea. But anyway, the whole thing about the soup Nazi and Seinfeld, I totally get it now. Because that's exactly how I run things around. Thank you very much.